Okay, so I'm here today with one of my special clients that I've been working with for some time. She's absolutely amazing. The way she's transformed her life is phenomenal. And we'd like to share with you her story because I think it's really important for you guys to understand that this is you. You have the opportunity to make changes. This is Nora, and I just want to introduce you to her. Nora, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing fine. What about you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very good. And I just want to say it's been an absolute pleasure working with you. And we're still working together. But I just want you to share your story a little bit with the people that are watching this. So maybe it would inspire them a little bit about the changes they can make to their life. So let's start at the beginning. So where did I meet you and where were you in your life at that point?
So I decided to join a spiritual retreat in Marrakesh. And that's, I think, the first time that we met.
That's right.
You were one of the coaches joining the trip to help people to uplift their lives. And we got into this conversation. I signed up. I was very nervous for that. You were, I think, the only one where I signed up anyways.
Wow.
And then you didn't have anyone else signing up after me. So we got like an hour or so to talk about life and the things that I've been going through. And I remember, I think I had moved like half a year ago to Amsterdam. So I was adjusting to a new city, living by myself, having my own space, but also a new job. And it was quite a very demanding and busy job. So I was looking forward to doing something different and also finding myself again, even though we always are lived by our jobs and everything that is going on. So yeah, that's, I think, basically it. So I was very exhausted, I think. And the inner critic was growing because it was such a demanding job that I felt like comparing myself all the time with other colleagues and also maybe friends or people in the environment. And I think I was needing.
That's okay. So at that point in your life when we met, what was going on in your head at that point? Procrastination, overthinking, belittling yourself, the kind of things that I remember, but what was happening at that point? I remember some tears.
Yeah, I think I was really lonely. I had moved to Amsterdam. I didn't really have a social network there. Most of my friends were living close to where I used to live. And also the students that I knew that I studied with and other colleagues. So I was a bit struggling to find new friends and also still getting to know my colleagues. So I felt really lonely. I think that was one of the things that I was dealing with. And at the same time, I felt the pressure to find a specialization spot as soon as possible because my background is in the medical world. And that was putting a lot of pressure on me. So I was also finding it hard to combine the new life of living by myself with the new job, having a social network that I need to build up from scratch. So these kind of things made me emotional.
Yeah, I definitely remember those times. And that free session that you had, and I think it was God in his infinite wisdom that didn't put anyone after me. So we spent over an hour, I can remember that. What urged you at that point to then sign up with me and work with me on that one-to-one basis? What was that trigger point that you said, there's something in Neil and I know that he can help me?
Yeah, I think while talking to you, I felt understood. The thing that I was struggling the most with, or the thing that I was afraid of, is that we might have a language barrier, because I speak Dutch. Yeah. That's my comfortable language. But I felt very understood. I felt like we had a good connection when it came to the topics that we were discussing. So that took away this anxiety of having to speak in English. The other thing is that it was a while that I felt myself again. And speaking to you made this old me pop up again. Wow. And I think that was something that made me really happy, that I found this inner me again, this happy Nura, the one that is always bubbly and just making new friends. And I just missed that version of myself. So that made me eager to sign up with you and just start having these sessions and see how I can turn my life.
Incredible. I mean, I'm super thankful that you signed up with me and trusted in me. I've had results with so many people around the world and, taken people's life to the next level, and you're one of them. So I just want you to tell people about the journey. You started working with me. Obviously, you were living in Holland. I'm in the UK. How was that? What kind of things did we do? How did we tackle them? And how did it start to make you feel?
So it was a long journey. I haven't seen the results after one session, of course. So I think over the time, the things that you taught me was, for example, appreciating little things in the day. I was always looking for the long-term goals. And if I achieved the long-term goal, that's when I feel happy. But then a new long-term goal popped up. So I was this happiness just went away again. So you taught me how to embrace little accomplishments on the day itself. And that made me change in the way I think, especially as in living in the now instead of living in the future or hanging in the past with these negative thoughts maybe about certain situations that had happened. I think that was one of the most powerful things that you taught me. Other things were, for example, in the way I structured my life. So between night shifts and day shifts, and having a healthy way of sleeping, and then not forgetting to eat, and maybe I had such a busy day that I skipped my lunch. You try to help me to incorporate these little peaceful moments during the day. For example, just these, even if it's just a minute, taking a deep breath, restructuring your thoughts, and then just moving on with the next thing that you need to do. These kind of things are, I think, one of the most powerful tools that you taught me.
Wow. I'm remembering as you're saying, and I can remember being in session with you, and without even knowing, I knew where your cookie jar was. Because every time we mentioned food, you'd look at your cookie jar.
Like there.
That was over there, wasn't it? I do remember that. We shared throughout the sessions, and we're still working, some highs and some lows. There were some tears, there was some laughter.
Yeah.
But where are you now? Where are you in your life right now? What have you achieved?
So I think I changed my life completely. Alhamdulillah. So I achieved what I really wanted, and that was getting into the specialization that I felt so ambitious for and that I really loved. So I'm really thankful that I accomplished this. But at the same time, I also grew in my personal life, and that made me having to choose between the both. And alhamdulillah, I feel like I made the right choice. It needed some time, a lot of time, to be able to make the decision. And since then I've moved to London, so I'm much closer to you.
Yes,
Alhamdulillah. And I'm starting a new job soon, which was also quite a challenge to achieve that. So alhamdulillah, I'm good.
Amazing. And the loneliness has gone because you are now married.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I have a very supportive and very loving husband, so I'm really grateful.
Amazing. Honestly, Nora, your transformation in front of my eyes has been mind-blowing. I'm welling up as you're talking, just remembering you on this journey. And, we carry on working to take you even further.
Inshallah.
But just your final thoughts. I mean, if you could look at the camera and just give them your final thoughts about why these people should choose me to work with.
So the reason that I would recommend you to sign up with Neil is because Neil is different than any coach. At least that's my experience. I always explain to my friends that when you sign up with a coach, you basically have your appointment, you leave, and you have to do it all yourself, and then a month later you have your next appointment. Well, Neil stays in touch with you, he asks about you in between. If you need him in an emergency, he's there for you. He looks to you as a human being. He's not looking at you as just a client to make money, and that makes him so unique. The emotions, the energy, the time that he invests in you, these beautiful motivational quotes I receive every morning, which help me to start my day in a positive way. He's like family to me right now. He's like my big brother. I can always rely on him if I need him. So if you're thinking about looking for a coach, I would definitely recommend Neil.
Nora, thank you so much. Honestly, I'm so excited about your future. Where's the next thing? What's the next goal? And like 100% from my heart, I'm there for you. I'm there for that journey. And if God gives me life in my heart, I know that I will always be there to help and support you, to take you to that place that you want to be. Congratulations on your journey so far, and I look forward to the next few years to come.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.